When it feels like there's no peace in the world today, when I'm not sure what to do or what to say, people around me are feeling sad. I hear you say, give a kind word, treat peace like a virtue.
The Lady Khadija Trust favours what they describe as lighthouse projects, small in scale but broad in spread and impact.
We are one humanity. We are one in our diversity. So the first Together in Humanity event was held in September 2019, so almost 6 months after the 15th March mosque attacks. And every year we try to move between different themes. So in 2021, our theme was Building Peace Together. In 2022, our theme was Stronger Together. And I don't know what the future's got for that, but we know that we are going to be continuing Together in Humanity.
While the Trust has been involved in a number of interfaith partnerships, Hafsa says religion is secondary and not what defines their work.
I think that's very critical, because I think sometimes we get too caught up in institutionalized religions and faith and forget that actually what binds us together is humanity. And it's important to kind of move away from the sacred and secular divide, that we see each other as humans first.
A kind word, a kind deed, a kind heart. With a kind word, a kind deed, a kind
The Lady Khadija Trust is a family affair. Today, with the help of their children, Razi and Hafsa are checking and repacking exhibition photos before sending Immigrant Journeys on its way again for another library tour.
And I felt like for a long time Muslims have been shown in the media as just terrorists, as the bad guys, as these fanatical human beings that are so different, vastly different to all other races. And I felt like that probably led into this attack. And when we sat down just to discuss about this project, we said, let's do this for all the immigrants and not just the Muslims alone. Because today it's Muslim, tomorrow it could be anybody else, any other immigrant. And that's how that idea had come about.
Immigrant Journeys is a photo and video exhibition created to bridge community divides. It allows people to get a better understanding of different cultures and the lives of immigrants they might otherwise not meet.
When we started Immigrant Journeys, the intention was to share and gift the stories of everyone who gifted us the stories. And I think we had the power in that gifting, that we were willing to, as Lady Khadija Trust, gift it onwards. And everywhere we have gifted it, the gift has gone bigger. So every library it's gone to has decided to spread it further. So the contacts have just come from one from the other.
My name is Morenike Oladende, a name given to me by my mom. It means I have someone to care for. I am from Nigeria.
Each photo by photographer Janeth Gill tells part of a story, amplified by interviews which share the ups and downs of skilled migrants adjusting to a new life here in New Zealand.
Family.
So Immigrant Journeys has had a very good 1 year. We've had it travel from Christchurch libraries to the Canterbury Museum to the Selwyn District Council, then the Waimak District Council, and now we want to extend our boundaries. So we are hoping to have it at the Hurunui District Council and maybe even beyond that.
The Lady Khadija Trust was established back in 2016 with the motto Empowering Communities Through Compassion. For Hafsa and Razi, that means working alongside other community groups to promote grassroots collaboration. It's an approach that encourages deep partnerships.
Partnership allows you to work together with the other organizations, come together at the table without pre-agreed solutions in your mind, and you are developing those solutions together to spread good.
I'm here helping with the Boxes of Love. We're putting this out for the Muslim community.
One of the most important projects I feel that has been a very big partnership project was the Boxes of Love project. We wanted to really consciously choose ethnically appropriate food for the families that were impacted by the 15th March attacks. We became an entity which was able to partner with different interfaith organizations and see that partnership allows for good to thrive. Then we worked on a project called Giving Seeds of Love, which was an original idea of Rebecca Parnham, who came up with the idea of talking about diversity through wildflowers in nature.
The process is ripping up paper, pouring hot water over it, mushing it into a paper porridge. Once we've made all the paper and got it ready, we get the kids to sprinkle in a little sprinkle of love, and then we fill up our little seeded heart. If we make them too thick, the poor old seeds can't grow through it. Once they're dry, they can just pop into that little part of the card.
So that project again is very close to my heart because it allowed us to look at diversity in nature, and I think that is the best example we can use to talk about why we are different but we're still together.
The Lady Khadija Trust's latest collaboration is called Community of Strangers, an online resource looking at hate, hope, and our common humanity.
Community of Strangers is about accepting that we are different, and we have always been different as a species in our little tribes, in our little groups of ethnicities or faith groups or gender. But at the end of the day, we can be together because what binds us together is our common humanity, isn't it? And that's what Community of Strangers is. It's that we learn to respect each other for our different beliefs, but then we accept that we are actually a community of strangers. When you start to look at that idea of equals and humanity, there's a lot to unpack there. I think the first thing that we had to unpack within Community of Strangers was the idea of bias. Because as individuals, I think we always grow up with biases. And then the other element that's the key to Community of Strangers is understanding the idea of belonging.
So the stranger bit denotes it's okay to be different?
Yes.
Or does it denote a distance, that you can be a distance from someone and still be part of a community?
Community of Strangers is coming at a time where we as a community or as a species are far more divided, and maybe we are hyper divided because we want to pick our little bit of individual identity. And sometimes that has polarized us quite a lot. And you can see that in what's happening across the countries on the globe with, political movements or populist movements. And I think that's what we want to navigate here, that it's not going to help anybody being divided.
A kind heart, with a kind word, a kind deed, a kind heart. Are you